Breaking news: Governor Samuel Ortom settles Wike and Obaseki's fight, calls them and says, "We are brothers. Let's not throw our dirty linen out in the open. Others will laugh at us." So, Governor Newsom Wike has been on Obaseki and his deputy. And you know what it means when two elephant fights? My father would say that the animals are so big, and guess what? It is the ground that suffers because one would throw the other on the ground. And guess what? Is the ground that bears the weight of both animals. Recently, we saw that it started with Philip Shuaibu, who is unhappy that since they joined PDP Edo State, that they've not felt welcome in the last 2 years. He was on a television program and he heard that part of what he said was that they may be leaving the party because they are so unhappy, they feel not fit in and what have you. And he was talking about how how he feels. Wike was privy to this, and of course, every one of us is aware of what happened. And Wike flared up and said, "What? What do you mean? We gave you the umbrella when you were swept off. Is it not the same this deputy governor that knelt down, the knees touched the ground, begging that they must continue the governorship and Oshomole must be put to shame? Is it not the same person? Is it a different human being that is telling us now he wants to move? Anyway, you are a tenant. You are not a landlord in PDP. Wike can be very brutal. But Governor Samuel Otom, the governor of Benue State, has come in. Let's get all the details. PDP crisis. Governor Otom settles Wike Obaseki's fight. Benue State Governor Samuel Otom has reportedly reconciled Newsom Wike with his Rivers State and Edo State counterparts, Obaseki. So this is what is happening. He settled both of them and said we are brothers. We should not put our dirty linen out in the open for all to see. Recall that Wike, Rivers State Governor, and Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki have been on the news lately over party structure and inacceptability of Godwin and Philip Shuaibu in Edo PDP. Wike's war of words with Obaseki began with Edo State Deputy Governor Philip Shuaibu threatening to leave the People Democratic Party due to a crisis in the state chapter. Wike has described Philip Shuaibu as a khaki-wearing deputy governor with no father. He described Obaseki as a serial betrayer, ungrateful ingrate, a man that cannot be trusted, and that Oshomole was correct and right after all. On which ground he also apologized to Oshomole for not listening and taking in a betrayer. Wike, who rubbished Obaseki, described him as Edo governor, former godfather, and former national chairman of the All Progressive Congress, as Adams Oshomole has been vindicated. What is said, there was no lie at all. I have experienced it myself. Reacting to the development in a statement he personally signed, Obaseki said his deputy is Obaseki said his deputy at no point threatened the party, as alleged by the Rivers State governor. The development created tension between the followers of both political leaders. However, the warning PDP leaders have reconciled Governor Gordon Obaseki and Wike thanks to Governor Samuel Otom, who intervened on time, and the matter has now been resolved. So it takes a father and a mother to give birth to a child. It takes a village to raise a child. When a village raises the child is, in fact, he has more instructions to follow than any other child that is just raised by two people, because the village will make sure that they leave no stone unturned. You can't do that. No, don't touch that. Don't do this. Don't do that. So that's what they said. And all things being equal, such a child, is more integrated, is wiser because he has experienced a lot. I mean, all things being equal in an hypothetical situation, not it's not always right, but all things being equal in this case. Well, this is what is happening. Newsom Wike, as you can see, has been very angry with Obaseki and his deputy, and did not hide it at all. He came out to make it known, and he felt like These guys, they are so ungrateful. What is there with you not being, you're not feeling welcome in a party, and you trying to sort it out and understand with the people? How come you are just doing this, doing that? In fact, Wike really flared up. He flared up in no small way. He did. He was very angry, and guess what? Obaseki responded. In fact, Wike said Oshomole has been vindicated. That, Oshomole was indeed telling the truth. They just felt he was being vindictive of Obaseki. No, but the guy was telling the truth, and Wike apologized to Oshomole. You see, and they said, no, Obaseki has got betrayal blood on the inside of him, you know. But guess what? Obaseki replied Wike by saying, we will not support your presidential ambition. If that's what we don't want power men, okay, men that will box us, that will begin to box everybody around, and But anyway, at the long and short of it is that thanks be to God, the matter has been resolved. It is good when brethren dwell together in unity. Unity is a watchword that cannot be swept under the carpet. Of course, in life, if you have a friend and both of you have never had a disagreement, that friendship it gets as it be. Why? Because una go fight, una go settle. There is more understanding, more love, more unity. Because what results from you guys' differences goes a long way. The result of that differences, the result, it goes a very long way. How you people are able to reconcile and move on and not allow that very situation to determine how you become friends again is very, very important, you see. So this is what is happening. Thank God for Governor Samuel Ortom, who came in on time and said, no, 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 we can't let others laugh at us. Okay, we can't let others laugh at us. And the good thing here is that Obaseki did not jump from PDP to APC. In fact, they were the ones who sent him away. He wasn't jumping, he didn't jump. Others would have been laughing at him now and say, look at where you went to, look at what happened. They actually sent him away. Okay, he was actually sent away. But, he found a home with the People Democratic Party, and now you can see what is going on even in that home, how things have been, you see. So, my wonderful people, it is not good when people quarrel. They lead to another thing. Not a good. Not a good. May we not they quarrel. May we not they fight ourselves. Even if we get differences, may we try to settle them because it goes a long way. People are watching. The world is watching. They are seeing how you're taking on that thing you said you believed in. People are watching and are seeing how you are responding. Leave us a comment. God bless. Bye for now.